heard about, you know, rights and being sued. So I'm not going to show you everything right there. You know, Pun TV. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in news in other parts of the world, let me see what's happening. Uh, well, Foreign Father. Wow. Iran's new supreme leader vows to keep blocking the Strait of Hormuz. In first statement released by regime, it has been said that he was not the supreme choice. His father didn't really want him to be leader, it is said, because his father thought he was too radical. But the Iranian guards or something, he had their support, and so he was in.
Yeah, that
Yes.
replace a leader, you might end up in a worse one.
Yes, exactly. When you hear that one dictator say, "Ooh, don't mess with him, he rough." You know,
Exactly.
yeah, you got problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
Um, PDF says no more sponsored rum.
What?
No more sponsored rum for the soldiers.
What? Well, let me, I have quit. I quit. The only perk. The only perk. Wait, they used to get in rum?
Yes, they stopped providing free alcohol during rest and recreation events. But
What?
they're free to purchase their own, but then stop provide that.
And then they want to know that why the people they have like one drinking problem.
Well, I
If
mean,
you to give free
rest
liquor,
and recreation events, like you gotta leave function, yeah, you gotta leave, spirits there.
why,
Spirits.
man, Frisco, we know what happened when socializing start, and you said free
Well,
liquor.
we don't tell nobody that if you stop drink.
When you said free liquor, why? Aye, aye,
everybody partake in the spirits every now and again.
right? When you're 5 for 10, boy, watch out. You know what I mean?
Anyway, this
People are not,
new brigadier, new commander of the BDF says, yeah, none of that no more.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't get drunk, you know, buy it on yourself.
And the man say, we do it start doing things, so yeah, that the
Yep. Because I remember just the other day, they got 12 BDF soldiers. And I am sure that drunk and disorderly was one of the reasons why. There's alcohol involved. There's actually one guy sleeping on the septic. But
well,
what happened? I let pull out on Jose Cuervo. And everybody want to take one lead shot. This body put the bottle to your head.
yeah, no, Shami,
And God, and
like
this,
pioneer, Shami
then,
Waka.
I make I tell you something like where I tell Alena, me no shame for tell her. Drunk,
Yeah,
once you get there, it no matter how you get there, the goal, I mean, if you get there. So not the waste your top shelf, and I'm not saying Jose Cuervo the top shelf, but the people where they bring, no man, not the waste your top shelf. Put up your top shelf for people of stature. Not
yeah.
for people when I put the bottle to their head and drink. Come on. You know, pop with the whole thing like that. Because that, yo, I just figured that, when you drink, it doesn't matter that way get you drunk. Like when you're going someplace, it no matter if the boss new or you old. Once you get there, you get there. You do your job.
Was it yesterday that the body of Big Bang was brought home?
It was yesterday. Unwavering love and God's acceptance. Unwavering love and God's acceptance of his life that we announce the untimely transition of a dearly beloved son, brother, grandson, uncle, cousin, friend, and talented Belizean artist who made our country proud on the international stage. Aferni Akeem Pollard, affectionately known as Big Bang Manifest. Aferni is predeceased by his uncle, Ken Medina, cousins, Michael Pollard Jr., Rashid Pollard, Shanika Pollard, and Kiana Kiki Pollard. Grandfather, Thomas Medina. Big Bang is survived by his love and loved by his beloved mother, Maureen Medina, father, Alan Duck Pollard, grandfather, Alan Pollard Sr., grandmothers, Julia Medina and Primrose Pascasio, sisters, Aliyah, Ashiandi, Afini, Ada, and Ashari Pollard, Alicia Pollard Longsworth, and Adija Pollard Card, brothers, Alan Jr., Antoine, Aiden, Ari, and Asian Pollard. Brother-in-law, Dixie Longsworth. Sister-in-law, Corey Card. Nieces, Anae Clark and Amani Longsworth. Nephew, Dion DJ Longsworth. Special cousins, Kayan Alvarado and Philip Wade Jr. Aunts, Carlene Wade, Sheila Pollard Young, Cordelia Laurel Humes, Marlene Julie Jameson, Lydia Jenkins, Stephanie Hemsley, Alana Pollard Suarez, and Sharon Torres. Uncles, Marlon Medina, Michael, Elwin, and Kevin Pollard, and George Hendy. Mentor, Neville Muir. Big Bang, as he was affectionately known, will be loved and cherished by a host of cousins, friends, and supporters of his musical career in Belize and abroad in the USA. The family would like to take this time to say thanks to everyone who donated, as well as those who shared, prayed, and offered support. Your love and generosity has carried us through this painful time. The homegoing service to honor his talent and reminisce on his 31 years of life will be held on Sunday, 15 March 2026 at the Mount Zion Seventh-day Adventist Tabernacle on Yarborough Road. Yeah.
Are you wearing a new glasses? Where did you get them?
Oh, yeah, these are the new smart AI glasses from Belize Vision Center.
Did you like them and why?
Yeah, I love them because you can take videos and pictures via the camera, and you can answer phone calls with the built-in microphone and the speakers. And speaking of speakers, you can play music or watch your favorite videos through the speakers. And it can help you with being able to do things while keeping your hands available to continue to do any activity that you are doing.
So you can answer phone.
A type of vehicle that you like that you're looking at and you like seeing it but don't know what it is. You can double click the button on it left here. It will snap a photo and the AI voice will describe to you what you're seeing.
That's great. I would like to buy one eventually. You recommend it, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Hola, soy el Dr. Rosado, pediatra. Hoy quiero hablar con los padres sobre rotavirus y cómo podemos proteger a nuestros hijos. El rotavirus es un virus que causa diarrea severa y vómitos, especialmente en niños pequeños. Esto puede provocar deshidratación grave y requerir hasta hospitalización si no se trata a tiempo. La buena noticia es que diarrea por rotavirus se puede prevenir con vacunas. La vacuna es segura, efectiva y ahora está disponible en su centro de salud más cercana. Se administra en gotas por vía oral a los 2, 4 y 6 meses de edad. Proteja a su hijo contra la diarrea severa. Visite su clínica más cercana.
Get your body sculpted with gym equipment and accessories from Benny's. Quality and savings.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. How I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, sales representatives today.
A Mandela notice. Our advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper.
Right.
Some
It's
connectivity
acting
issues.
funny. Right.
Some
It's
connectivity
acting
issues.
funny.
Yeah. But that's Sir Groove and myself. We're in here on a Thursday, man. Downhill Thursday.
That's right. That's Mr. Frisco right over there.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
quite
this
that,
week
man.
is done and over with.
Just about.
March will be out of
Just
here in
about.
a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
Easter will be here. Cross country coming up.
Well,
Yeah. Any plans? Anything specific? Sir Groove?
for Easter?
Yeah. 'Cause, Good Friday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's the big weekend. Will Belizeans flock to the place where it seems danger lies?
Yeah. Well,
Will
for
we throw
Easter,
caution to the wind?
we throw something to the wind. I tell Donna that for Easter, I play like, could I see your driver's license? So the lady, they dig through her purse, and they get aggravated, so he asked the police officer, he said, what does it look like? He said it's a square thing with your picture in it. So the lady find one little square mirror and time look, you see picture in the mirror. So he get the police officer who is also blonde and he say, is this it? The blonde police officer looking at the mirror and say, yes it is. But you should have told me you were a cop. Here, get out of here. I know this is not the brightest people in Frisco, but
Oh, Lord.
the thing happens.
That's terrible.
sometimes.
How dare you say that about blondes?
Yeah. Also, we gotta go to health.
Oh, yeah?
For you.
Well, that's
yeah, we
nice.
gotta go to health.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
And I corner look for all of them from Penwood, from Farmers, from Boulevard. Why, all of them got something for the mafia business. Why, me got things to go do later. Why, brother Frisco, what is wrong? I care 4 man got cars yesterday. Frisco, I picked them up the city. They don't care water. They don't care banana. They don't care orange. They don't care cigarette. I stop, I buy me banana, me orange, me cigarette, and me shilling water. Guarantee all of them care their weed. And when they reach, the first thing they did was roly-poly holy. And boy, everybody expect the next one to do it. Now, you see the size of a mixer barrel Frisco? I asked the boy they want to play like a 2 of them when I call one wrong hole and one touch sleep means the wrong hole. Then they throw the cement, the sand and gravel, but then half of it they drop out. I said, Papa, while you exert this energy, you don't waste your time. That like you're the double work. Because you look like you're the work. I come up with the analogy with the man. I say, you ever see a man the paint with a paint brush? He dip the brush and the paint the last year's match for 15 minutes. At the end of the day, you can't tell him he was not working, even though he wasn't doing anything. Boy, them body they make I never talked so in my life, Frisco. I never yet. Then they shovel 2 shovel, and they hold the shovel and they stand up and watch. I say, Papa, we take from 8 o'clock till 1 o'clock for cash 34 sack of cement Frisco with one mixer.
But smoke break, you have to get a smoke break.
Boy, it's sad to say if one white man, one Chinese man, or a Mennonite, or one Spanish, they tell the story, the man say racist. The unfortunate thing, all of them look like me. Black just like me. You know? Why it I don't know where we end up Frisco. And then the thing is 2 of them are young baby. Now they get paid yesterday, the one that I care. And then I buy them weed and then they let the yard just to smoke because today them are poor rich men. They get money yesterday so they don't want to go work today. You think what I say? Why that was a sad thing, brother. I don't know where I become away. You check?
Interesting.
Now for them they go work, so they don't have to work today. You think what I say?
Yeah.
That was a sad case, brother Frisco, but I don't know what happened to my black people in the future, boy, because when I get left out Frisco, then when I sit down and say, only because we black. Then I say because we're going to work and we roll up and that's what we think we can go work for. Roll it, and smoke it all day. And forget that you have to full the mixer. Frisco one job we could have take we 2 hours and we go home. You know what I tell you? Papa, we don't stay a whole day. If you don't stay, they don't pay no more. You don't come in, come out and go about to no business. Go smoke till your eyes bleed if you don't want.
Yeah.
Boy, it was, I wish I had video in it, Frisco. I wish I may video it, boy, because it was a learning experience, though.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Frisco.
Yeah.
I count.
What's your
I
take?
count. I count 43 Frisco.
Yeah, no groove.
I count 43 Frisco. Yes.
So what are your take on that? That's been the accusation, because I don't know
I think it's an exaggerated take. I know right there at village, when you hire people for come do some work, a lot of them expect that work come with lunch. You supposed to feed me too if I there to work, and I tell them that I give you half of the money up front so you could buy your own big lunch. So a lot of them feel like
so you agree with the point of view.
Huh?
As I say, agree with the point of view?
No, because I want to tell you, I know that there are some people out there, especially, some sort of, I could understand you go to a 9 to 5 job and you can't have the weed, the dangle out of your mouth. I understand that. But if you're there outside, the outdoors, the mix cement, you look like crap. You feel like crap. You're the punk. I had to do this, I had to do that. If while you draw hanging out of your mouth, that will keep you to go, work it. As long as your work slow down. There's a construction
that's the
site.
problem right there. That's been the accusation.
No, there's a construction site right now in Crooked Tree where I know a few other people working on it. And one of the guy where they run the site, no one nobody to smoke because they said the same thing. But there's one guy where tell you smoke. Because when you smoke, you work harder than everybody else.
That might be the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it all depends. If you know a person when you smoke, you won't find every foul.
No, but on all this smoke, I think smoking is a thing. It's not getting the job done for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, he was talking about smoking specifically.
Yeah, but he said it take long to do a small job.
That's the one thing where I think is happened to Belize, in Belize, because I know that when you did a foreign and then people get a Belizean worker, they ask you, you know any more Belizean people who need one job? The best time for a Belizean to get a job, anyway, it was 7-Eleven.
It was 7-Eleven, yeah.
Yes, but they're about a minute gone, but you could still apply now. Best time for no smoke weed and mix cement. 7-Eleven. Yeah, very good. But yeah, Belizean workers and people from the Caribbean work better than a lot of workers in the places where they go, where they choose to live. But for some reason, when you're at home, we feel more laid back. It's more a relaxed atmosphere. The foreign, you get paid good, but for a construction job, when you go work, you better get there 6 o'clock in the morning, under the crank up 7, 10, 15, and stop for get only 15-minute break. When I crank up on go until 12, 1 hour or half hour, and 2:15 the next break, and like that. But here, we more like a daisical,
the ones you might blame the ones where, I don't know if the old school crowd.
Yeah.
But there are those who, deal with that kind of thing, and then they have some bad practices. More than one who are of the Creole descent. Right? Give them a job and they do everything but the job. And you end up with bad experiences. And then people make up their mind and say, well, you know what? I ain't dealing no more. No more Belizean. Look for the make up their mind with that kind of several people where they end up try to deal with panel level and then just give up the card out. Then deal with that one, they end up the same problem. Yeah, next one they do the same thing. So
I know.
I don't know. Again, the couple where they deal with the pass on the bad name to the rest who might they work good.
No, only if the person where they watch the situation and know where they watch. Anything where you find, not only construction, any job, you want to find people where pull more weight, people where pull less weight and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't say because one person smoke weed
we're not talking
or
about weed.
drink on the
We're not talking
job
about
and
weed.
then what would you talk about
We're talking
again?
about just not. If weed that the cause why somebody never do their job, fine. If knock show up, that's the reason why the other person do it there. But there's a behavior.
Yeah, what happened? I try to keep with you because I know Luke called up and was complaining about weed. So I'm thinking at the home to
No, no,
talk about.
yeah, the weed that in that case, but it's not getting the job done for whatever reason.
Yeah, but again, I know go to that
I know
I don't
you,
have
but
that
some people I
mentality
know
that
and family members who try
yeah.
deal with some people and boy
Yes, but
bad experience, right?
I would not condemn the
Yeah, I
whole
know you don't want to do that. But
society.
when you spend the
Yeah,
money,
because
you
we
say,
one
boy, you
couple
know
of
what?
them do.
I don't deal in here, I don't deal in here. You know
But
what? I'm not going
yeah,
through that bad
yeah.
experience again. I'm going to go deal with that one when you
One
say.
once you know somebody scam you already, or you know this person have a reputation as scamming people, you know, and deal with
Yeah,
it.
you know, deal.
We have to understand. I believe that 90% of the work we go on that Belize is done by Belizeans.
Well, I would.
I don't nearly feel so. So if all that work to get done every now and again you hear one bad story about
And that's
something,
how it go wrong.
that no mean
And
that no mean that
one.
all that work where
Yeah,
the people
but
they do everybody bad.
yeah, but that don't mean it says so. This right now. This so anyway. Like the talk of the tongue. The talk of the tongue. That the talk of the tongue. Luke just call and say it. Insinuate the same thing with his experience. So it has to be something. The drive.
I think that just gossip. I think.
But the
And
man
it's a
tell you
we did was just because something is repeated over and over doesn't make it true. Or it doesn't make it correct. It might make it acceptable,
yeah,
but it doesn't make it true.
Drive on behavior where people say, if I had to spend my money based on what I think, I know to give the Creole man the job. But anyway, make I grab this. What go on, Castelli?
Good morning, guys. Hey, Groove Master. You
Sir.
gotta face reality, sir, that the black Belizean youths or young adults are acting like the black African Americans over here. They're lazy. They want big jobs that they're not qualified for. You want to work in an office but never went to school. I go to the same thing that Mr. Luke go to, or Moore on the Wake Up Belize show. You know, when you hire Belizeans, they say it's good to hire the Hispanics now than hire the black Belizeans on a construction site and everything. It seems I had a problem growing up too as a youth or in my middle age, in my 20s and 30s, going to work in the morning time. It seems like I couldn't function, or I had to smoke me a spliff or a kush before I leave the job, leave my house. I'm driving in my car going to work, and I ain't had no spliff for that day. Now I feel like my day is not going to be good because I didn't get to smoke before I left the house for the day. And dealing with the young adults that I hire doing a veranda or a construction site, it's the same thing. They want to smoke in that photo every hour. And you got to realize marijuana makes you hype or gives you that energy for about an hour and a half. Then it calms down. Then you can go back again on another break to get re-energized again. You know
So what do you do now when that happens?
What you say?
What you doing?
What do you do now when that happens?
Well, I got a vape. I got a vape. So I'm going to my bathroom real quick and everything.
That vape ain't good for you. That vape's chemical. That's not good for you.
That's terrible.
This vape killed the whole idea of smoking weed, Casale.
It's the same thing as eating that canned vegetables every Sunday, making canned vegetables in that vegetables being in that can for about a whole year, and that spam being in that can for a whole year. You talking about my vape? Leave my vape alone. You worry about those canned products over there in Belize, sir.
You sucking in chemicals.
And we eating it.
Yeah. Hey, no, but in reality, though, like you know, in Belize, I call them the red top construction crew, or you got the black label construction crew, because a lot of these older adults, they used to drink it on the job when they're doing a foundation all day or something like that. Look at these guys; they work better when they drink alcohol on the job for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta cut that out because, in reality, like you said, Frisco, on the streets, it's my opinion or your opinion. It may not be a fact, but people look to hire the Hispanics to do construction work than the Belizeans, because if they get paid for that day, They are not coming back tomorrow, most likely. 9 out of 10 of them. It all depends who has a family, because they're going to get high, they're going to get drunk the next day. So it's not good to pay your workers every day. You pay them on a weekly basis. If I got a construction going on for about 5 days, the first day I'm going to pay you for your meals. Make sure you got $50 or $60 in your pocket to last throughout the whole week to make your sandwich or whatever you got to make. But you got to do what you got to do, OG Groove. And it's a bad thing, because we always go back and look for the what about Hispanics to do our jobs in Dangriga. You can't find black people go to the farm. They all work in the office, but never been to school before. Hey, Cassette, Groove Master, I'm out.
Yeah. First of all, let me tell you, immigrants are the workforce of many, many countries. Because immigrants come into a country and they do the work faster for less. Because but under no circumstances will I side with Cassele when he said 9 out of 10 of the young people kind of thing, then they're not doing their job. Of all the young people that I know that aren't in school, the majority of them have good jobs. You have about 3 or 4 of them when don't have no jobs, and you have about 1 or 2 of them where are just knockhead. But the majority of young people, Creole, young people where I know, they're not decent people. Got job in a bank, got job in the Met Service, got jobs all over a respectable place. So just because tell you something, when you see one piece of cheese and they got that little piece of green on the side down there, all we know, just cut off that piece of green because the rest of the cheese good, you know, green.
Yeah. That is.
You know that?
That like, and so the fewer behave that way, probably give the rest some bad name, and then it becomes the talk of the town. It's like mechanics. No mechanic got a good name.
One thing when they say about mechanic, you can tell how good a mechanic by the size of the hammer where you got. If the parts can't fit, you beat it in.
Whap it in.
One of our listeners says that most construction workers in Griga are immigrants. But that is true of many places that you go, because the people, there's jobs where Belizean people wouldn't do.
Yeah,
Belizean people know
like the kin.
Yeah, Belizean people know and do certain job, and that's where immigrants come in. And after a while, Belizean people, unless you don't want some other way into construction, you know, they want big money when an immigrant will come in and say, give me $50 for the day and I do this. And whenever they bust that up and you say that, you want to get more immigrants. But it don't mean that every Belizean worker bad. It just means that they don't work for the same price.
Without qualification.
Mm-hmm.
So then, Belize not all that bad as we say, if that's the case.
All right, a construction worker earns $120 a day. Think about that.
Hey. Yellow.
Hey, greetings, Belize, Frisco, Groove.
Yeah, what up?
Yes.
But I wanna add something to this marijuana front of conversation. We're very important.
When they talk about marijuana,
watch out.
When they talk about dereliction of duties.
But tell me about the front though.
We're talking about the job, right? About the working situation.
Whatever reason you not do your job.
Huh?
I said whatever reason it is that people not do their job.
Yes, well, the reason, well, the person who had the manual got mixed with cement.
Send them in the smoke.
The thing is that these we misdiagnose because we say the problem that marijuana when the problem the problem that the problem that the front of when they keep their fan do the job when they mess them up when they have to go smoke and
wait, how dare you attack front of? When you are the talk,
when they talk in general about the concept, the idea that Belizeans, black Belizeans, no want to do the type of job there, or when they do get a job there, they don't do it good, or they do it halfway.
Make we start out. Make we go before the front door then.
Yeah.
Most of them guys when we talk about classified as laborers in the country.
Right.
Most of them never finish high school or even gone to high school. most of them, this is just from my diagnosis, not that most of them, they're not school dropouts. So if you go to school, go learn for work. If you don't know for work, you end up that jail or crazy house because you want have a thief to survive or you can't cope with it mentally. So you find that when for experience, when you have people when they drop out of school and not finish school and like that they only work. The same thing happen when they go work. Most of them, the Belize man, they work like maybe 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months the most, and they have stop work. Some argument, something want different, something want come up. All right, and like I said, that way you practice. That way you want to do. So for the time they couldn't stay in a school and that literally drop out, and we don't have no programs. I say we supposed as one kid come out of school, we supposed to have a program one alternate program where you go in to keep that discipline because after that they end up sitting down on the corner. I don't know what gang man they recruit them, they don't got nowhere to go. And the senior man they have them that they don't listen to, but they end up on the corner, they hang out, and everybody know this in the hood. Because no white man ever asked me, do you have any front toe? Right, the only we the smoke like, and we the Chinese man, the front toe they come from Guatemala, a multi-million-dollar industry. The Chinese man they sell weed. Everybody sit down and you smoke when you smoke weed. When we smoke, I want to smoke 1 or 2 joints for days. Some man smoke like even after I work. Some man want joint last in 2 days. But once you smoke front toe, you look for smoke 12 joints a day. I had one of my friends who just tell me say. He had one farmer. He said when in the ability, he smoked like 1 dozen joints. Front door, they up so in the village and can't get no front door, only smoke 1 couple joints. This is for his story. But for observation, what happened now is that this front door smoker, when they take the tobacco leaf. I used to see when anybody go buy the leaf and they hold it up in the air. I say I look for the weed so hard and they look for the correct piece and then go on bag and take about 4 or 5 pieces. And when they do, they roll the weed in that front door. And when they don't roll down the front door, they broke up front door in the weed, so they smoke more weed than front door. It's a tobacco addiction. And a cigar, the front door, a cigar where you puff. You know, you hear that man that smoke cigar? They puff it, man that smoke weed, smoke it down. So that the opposite, you smoke tobacco like you smoke weed, and then cigarette down a different puff again. And the worst thing that with tobacco, that's second-hand smoke. So when you hate pan the weed and you smoke tobacco in front of the brothers, that's a state source. All right, and you find that the irony of it is that we put the medicinal price in marijuana has over 600 medicinal properties. You can Google it all, try counts and think the brain has marijuana receptors, and the tobacco have over 6,000 poisons, 70 of them lethal. Kill over 8 million people a year worldwide.
So you say that the front door is the problem?
That the front door, so when we say laborers and man don't smoke, there's no weed and smoke that front door, so make we stop because we create one confusion. We know you know that mixed signals. Because that's like by the way president smoke one man will smoke weed and so just one weed smoker they don't smoke like that. That tobacco, that giant there, if you look for it, you see they put it in there and they broke up the tobacco in the weed. And then when you get it, when they smoke one weed, if you get it, if they smoke one weed in and roll up in one paper, they're not smoking a paper because the paper eats their throat. They know that. Now because they don't got the tobacco in their throat each day. You understand that the craving, because if you get it for smoking in one pipe, they throw it one each day, the front door. They want to broke up front door in another weed.
Yeah, so where you rather smoking now? Where you rather smoking now?
The biggest drug that will replace crack for the last couple decades.
Where you rather smoking now?
Fronto, the fronto that the thing was and crack. Cocaine in America only kill like about 8,000 people a year, you know. So tobacco over 2 million.
Groove, that's where you smoke in there.
Worldwide, huh?
Groove, that's where you smoke in there.
Who?
What you use?
I use hemp paper.
Hemp paper, Groove.
Hemp
okay,
paper.
Very good.
One pipe.
Okay. No tobacco.
I use plantain leaf.
You're crazy. Make a share us on it, and we're bad about it, right? The second-hand smoking worse than initial smoking, and everybody, I watch everyone, man. They smoke the tobacco right down, and they upwind and they pick it, and they inhale it, then they kill them, pick it. If you want to smoke front up and can't help it, go downwind. Go that stand, move on the bow.
Gotcha.
We need to start to preach against this front and educate people, especially about smoking front around kids. That second hand second hand tobacco. I don't know a joke. They know that we know that it's front and we get one misdiagnosis and misconception. And I want to know that some people out there know this thing and just they left it so.
Abrasive. True that Fanta is tobacco. It's a tobacco. But the cigarette tobacco when you smoke filled with chemicals. This is a tobacco too. And it's just not have all the chemicals that cigarette have. I would have never tell anybody, if you don't smoke weed, no start. It don't make no sense. But I sit down and tell nobody because you smoke weed, you can't do it. I think that the things that I do better because of how I live my life. No,
yes, you're the park construction site.
Yeah. Well, I used to do construction. When I used to do construction, I built one of the biggest courthouse stuff foreign. I was one of the construction workers, and I burned my weed. I never slow me down. These things are.
It does slow you down, but 9 out of 10 I didn't slow down. Yeah, what the man is saying.
I don't know even 9 out of 10 because I'm a.
You're the exception to the rule. Yeah. All right, just to talk about that, you gotta go to hell.
Of course, we got to go to health, ladies and gentlemen, because we here want to keep you healthy, both physically and mentally.
Some of the books are going in thin leaf paper, like,
Yeah, those we are used for.
I don't know if I find that kind of paper wrong anymore. Back in the day, we talk about the Bible, folks, because somebody made a joke. But, the Bible is going so thin sheets of pages.
I believe it was those were to make notes. To make notes on, you would make little notes that when the pastor says something you agree with, you would jot it down. But I know a lot of people that use those things for bad motives. And when I asked one lady one time, why you roll in a that? He said, well, because get me higher to God.
Oh Lord. Go to hell, please. Put it up. I don't know why.
Yeah, one of our listeners want to say good morning going out to Reg. I have to disagree with you, bro. Marijuana is a downer. That's why nobody ever smoke a weed and want jack or kill. True that. Well, yeah, marijuana is not really I have never. I know I said that. Marijuana affect different people differently. There's a state you smoke marijuana, you get the really nice feeling, you get one little munches, and sometimes you get sleepy. But there are some people where it opens up their creativity. It like gives. I don't know. To each their own. Some people take Pepto-Bismol to feel better. I don't know.